We do our little routine, and right before we say goodnight, we'll go, "What are you going to dream about?" to my oldest. He's a 3-year-old. And it's always Mickey's house at Tomorrowland Speedway. "What are you going to dream about, Mom? What are you going to dream about, Daddy?" And we always say, "What are we going to dream about?" And I might hit them with I'm going to dream about, do you remember when we were walking through Toy Story Land and we stopped and got a, whatever. And he would be, "Oh, yeah, I'm going to dream about the Pooh ride."
Two dads on a mission, chasing magic through the parks. From rope drop to the fireworks, lighting up the dark. Yeah, we're the wildest dads in the wilderness on the ultimate ride. Buckle up, the adventure starts tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome in to the wildest dads in the wilderness. I'm Caleb. I've got my pal Landon here with me as always. We're a couple of dads who enjoy talking about Disney World, the parks, the movies, the rides, the food, all of the above. Landon, how's it going, brother?
Dude, it's going great. We finally had a little warm stretch of weather. We've been dealing with some 60, 70-degree weather all week, and it's been super nice compared to this kind of cold streak we've had up until now. Been doing all right?
We played pickleball today. It's awesome.
Oh, it's the real man's sport, right?
You know it. I mean, I played with my 4-year-old daughter, but yeah, the real man's sport.
Yeah, so my dad just recently got hurt on a bike, and I told him he's about too old to be riding motorcycles. I'm going to have to buy him a pickleball racket for Christmas next time. He kind of took
Dude, it's a good time.
I've heard it is. I've never done it.
It's one of those, like, that and disc golf. I feel like once your kids get old enough to where, like, you're trying to get out of the house, those are just, like, the easiest free, let's go outside and do something.
Yeah, now they've got, like, pickleball courts everywhere from what I'm hearing. It's just it's getting so popular, and it's so easy to put them up that it's easy to find an open court. And yeah, I've never done it, but it seems like everybody else is doing it.
Oh, next time you up here, we'll play some pickleball.
One of those things I don't want to talk too bad about because there's so many people doing it, and I don't want to make nobody mad, but it's like one of those things you hear about and it's easy to talk bad about because it's like, why don't you just go play tennis? Real athletes, they can play tennis, right? You got
nobody's, but they're not trying to be real athletes. These people who don't have ping pong tables,
but they call themselves athletes when they're talking to their pickleball buddies.
Now, but look, some of those folks out there, the ones who are like really getting at it, it's like you tell me you don't watch like the ping pong Olympics and like,
yeah, I mean, it's impressive.
You're like, oh my God. Like there's some people out there pickleballing where you look over and you're like, whoo, like that's impressive.
Professionals.
Yeah. But then people aren't out there playing tennis because people who go out there and don't know how to play tennis, you hit the ball back and forth 3 times and it's over the fence. That's why they're not out there playing tennis. Pickleball, you can at least keep it in the yard.
That's what I've heard. And it's just everybody can go do it. It's easy to get in the door and find people that you don't have to be doing it for the last 5 years to be good at it. You can just kind of pick it up and go do it tomorrow.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna make you play some pickleball with me once you're done hobbling around. But speaking of the Olympics, though, we're good. I don't need to.
I'm good. I'll hobble around out there.
I did go play with my boss like a few months ago, and dude showed up with a big old pickle. He's like, "What y'all doing?" It's like, "Where's your pickles?"
I thought you were bring these, right?
Like he was messing with us, but he played it completely straight.
I got mine. Where's y'all's?
Yeah. Speaking of Olympics, though, our new game at the house. This ties into the episode a little bit. We've been watching a lot of the Winter Olympics, and we've been trying to come up with
Wimbledon.
A lot of the Wimbledon Winter Olympics.
The Wimbledon tennis tournament.
Yeah. No, the Winter Olympics, and we've been trying to come up with Disney characters who would, kind of in the style of how we do our drafts, who would fit into the Winter Olympics. So I've got a few of them here for you. I'd mentioned this to you beforehand. I want to say you got it. Let me hear what you got.
All right, man. So I'm not. Yeah, you could go ice skating with.
I want to see if you're getting it,
or speed skating with Frozone. I'm gonna take Cinderella curling.
Dude, that was one of mine.
She's gonna be the one. She's gonna be the one running that sweeper, right? Who else I got? I got Max in like snowboarding big air. To me,
yeah. So that's why I wanted you to go ahead and go because we're hitting the same ones here.
I don't know why I have that. I feel like in the Goofy movie, maybe he's skateboarding. I don't think it's
Yeah,
snowboarding, but I was just like,
he's
he
a
would kill
skateboarder.
it snowboarding, right? And then the last one I got is kind of not just obvious. Is I'm probably gonna take Buzz Lightyear for the big ski jump. You know where they come
Ooh,
down the hill and they launch to
that's a
infinity
good
and
one.
beyond, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But that's the three kind of off the. I had to dig for kind of, you know.
Yeah. Dang.
I stayed off of Chat GPT for
I
these.
thought I'd done good, but you crushed it. So the only one I had that you didn't, I went kind of off the rails, and I got away from the animated. I went Johnny Tsunami for the
Yeah, okay.
for the snowboarding.
Yeah.
Old
I
Johnny
thought
Kappa.
you could take an easy big guy for, you know, maybe some hockey or something like that, but yeah, kind of
I was
want to
thinking
keep
Pete, maybe.
Yeah, I thought Pete too.
Dang,
We've already done so
we
much
were
Sully and stuff, but yeah, it was a fun one to think about. And Cinderella just come to me. I was like, sweep. Yeah, Cinderella. That should be good at curling.
I had
But,
her
yeah, that
or
was my
Mrs.
list.
Incredible because you wouldn't have to have two people. She could just stretch over there, and then the low hanging fruit, Frozone.
Had
You could throw
Flash
Frozone
for
in any of them.
the short track speed racing or whatever they call it, ice skating. I had Flash. I don't know how good he is with the skate on, but
Yeah.
he's pretty fast dude. So
Have you watched any of it?
no, not much, not at all.
Dude, like the luge and stuff, and some of the skiing stuff is just insane. Like
Deadly. It's crazy how
they've
far
had
they're
to
pushing that.
helicopter a few people like off the mountain. Like
Yeah, I knew
it's
like Lindsey Vaughn's been
wild.
kind of airlifted twice. You know, right before the Olympics, she did the ACL and then she did her knee or leg bad during. I did watch that. What they call him, the quad guy, the male ice skater that's just doing the quad spins.
Like doing the backflips.
He did the backflip on one of them. Yeah. I watched some highlights of him. He's a pretty impressive dude, but I don't know much about ice skating. He's spinning enough to make me dizzy.
Yeah, no, that I honestly, I remember trying to get into the Summer Olympics and it didn't really happen this year. But the Winter Olympics it's caught our attention big time. Like it's been pretty cool,
man. And like some of the stuff, I don't know if y'all ever like go ice skating in the wintertime. We go to Oak Mountain all the time, and it's kind of where you go pay to ice skate in the winter in Oak Mountain. It's where some of the local hockey teams practice, and you know, some of the local ice skaters will show up and practice. And that's some of the most impressive stuff to see in person, to see somebody who's a legit, you know, ice skater doing their routine. It's so impressive, especially when you get out there and you think, you know, you're a high school athlete or whatever you think your athletic ability is, and you get on ice skates. It's so hard.
You
to see somebody just so fluid. Yes, it's so impressive to me. And on TV, maybe it don't seem that impressive to the normal Joe, but seeing it in person, it is really something to watch.
You know, they used to have an ice skating rink in Hollywood Studios.
Really?
Mm-hmm. You could go
in the center.
No, it was indoor. Trying to explain to you where it would be at. No, it was. I think it was a limited time thing. Like it wasn't around for long. But they used to have this like little warehouse thing, like just past where Toy Story is. Like this is hard to explain because they've redone Hollywood Studios so much.
Not towards Star Wars, kind of over the.
Do you remember when Toy Story Mania used to have a set? Well, Star Wars wasn't a thing back when they had this. When Toy Story Mania used to have a different entrance from where it is now.
Yeah, right there where you like meet Sully and Frozone and all that.
You could keep walking down there, and there was a warehouse thing where they did like a Pirates of the Caribbean like show at one point.
Okay.
And but I guess it was college program right after, during the whole Frozen thing, they had an ice skating rink, and you could go pay $10-15 whatever and go in there and go ice skating. I don't think I ever actually did it, but I remember it. Kathleen brought that up the other day.
That would be cool. I know the alley you're talking about, but I wasn't that familiar with it then. You know, I'd been once or twice, probably while it was even a thing. But I do know the alley where Toy Story used to be the entrance to.
Yeah. But pretty cool stuff.
So you've been watching a lot of
all
Olympics,
all those professional tie-ins we had. Yeah, we've been watching a good bit of it. Watched a little bit of hockey today. I mean, mostly I've been into like the skiing and the snowboarding and the luge stuff. Me and the kids watched Cool Runnings the other day. But I've loved all the luge and the big jump stuff. Like a lot of that stuff, they're getting up to 70, 80 miles an hour. Like it's wild.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it's
that was
been
another
enjoyable.
low-hanging fruit as far as, like, a Disney movie, Cool Runnings. I'll take them boys bobsled.
Yeah. Oh no,
Didn't
that would
wanna
have
go
been
to
a good one.
didn't wanna take that one. But,
That would have been a good one.
yeah, I don't
It's
know.
one of those. All those sports are easy to get into, even when you have. It's not like you just start watching rugby or something. And you're like, I don't know the rules or whatever.
Mhm,
It's like, all right, they're gonna go 80 miles an hour down this hill and they're gonna hit that jump. Is what they're gonna do.
mhm.
Like I get what's happening here. Like there's no explanation necessary.
The last time I remember watching it too, that it was getting so competitive and, like, maybe say the snowboarders, they're throwing such big tricks and such, like, one-off tricks that most of the guys weren't landing it, so you knew it was big
Hmm.
when a dude landed it, and, the whole place would go nuts, and it's kinda like obviously, you can see here, like, the freestyle motocross scene has gotten so crazy that they're going so big that if you kind of the last man standing is
Yeah,
how you know it's a
whoever
good run, you
survives
know?
is
Yeah, it's pretty
is
crazy,
doing pretty good.
but yeah, I guess, like, Shaun White, old Tomato Red, long-haired dude that used to be a snowboarder, I remember watching it all the time 'cause I really liked him a lot, but it's been a while since I paid a whole lot of attention to Winter or Summer Olympics.
Yeah. No, it's been pretty cool though. And then we got World Cup and all that coming up. Like, a lot of cool events going on.
That might be another thing that's cooler in person than on TV, soccer. I just never been able to do
The
anything with
only
soccer.
time I've ever been into it, we did that to determine our fantasy football draft order one year. We picked World Cup teams. So like you'd
Okay.
actually sit down and like had a rooting interest. And like
Mhm.
that was a lot of fun. But that's been
Just had
about
skin
the
in the
only
game.
time that yeah, yeah.
I can
But I'll
see
watch
that.
Team USA. They'll be in it this year.
Yeah.
That should be a good time.
Yeah, and a lot
What
of
you say we go ahead
matches
and
are
hop on into her? All right,
yep.
go ahead.
No, I was gonna say a lot of the matches are kinda local, not local to our area, but will be a talking point among everybody around because it's was it are most of them all in the U.S. this year?
Yeah,
Or there's a
yeah. They're
lot
gonna
of
be
them
in
in the U.S.
I know like Atlanta, Nashville. I mean, they're gonna be
Mhm.
like around us too. So
Yeah,
that'd be pretty cool.
yeah.
Let's
Get,
get
let's get into it.
rolling here.
There's a little bit of theme park news that we reckon we should talk about.
So
Got us
obviously
a
the big
little bit
one.
of news today. Yeah, the big one. There's a new CEO. That's pretty cool. I don't know that I have any commentary at all, but hopefully it
Yeah,
goes better than last time they did this.
I was gonna see where you think this is headed. Like I don't know much about it. I know what I read. Obviously, he's big a Disney experience chairman, which
Uh-huh.
sounds good to somebody like me who is looking for the Disney experiences. I don't care about the new movies as much as I care about our family vacation. So
Hmm.
yeah, that definitely seems like something that's going to
No,
benefit me. Is he's huge with the parks and the cruises and in the customer experience, which is where I see benefit. What do you think?
that's my thoughts exactly. He has pretty much been over the parks. We're parks folks. Like seems like a win-win. And I mean, I'm not going to act like I know a whole lot about him, but I follow him on Instagram and LinkedIn and all that. And seems, excuse me, seems like he's very involved and meeting with guests and cast members, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah,
I think
it
it'll probably be
seems
fun.
like the move. It seems like the move too with Universal stepping this whole level of theme park up with Epic, and it seems like it's time. And you can obviously see that with the upgrades to what you're seeing in Hollywood and the Magic Kingdom, and everything kind of getting either refurbed or new stuff added. They're trying to not stay relevant, but stay upgrading just to have a talking point of something new and see what's coming. So definitely seems like the guy for the time for sure.
Well, and all the upgrades to the parks, and they also, I think this actually predates our podcast a little bit, but they had like the like Florida development plan or something that they had passed where they gained approval to like build an additional like large theme park and two additional smaller ones. So, talking about Universal building another theme park, maybe paving the way to do entirely new parks,
Yeah,
which would
seeing
be,
something.
I think that would be welcome to from pretty much all Disney fans because it's been a hot minute since an entirely new park opened in
So
Florida.
tell me
Anyways,
this: you were maybe in this loop. Say from, do you remember when did any of these parks like? How long would it take from start to finish to kind of get a park started till you're able to walk in and enjoy it? I know maybe all the
I don't
lands
know.
wouldn't be open, but it seems like a 10 to 20 year, project probably.
I know Epic Universe came about quick. It has always seemed to me though like Universal does things a whole heck of a lot faster than Disney does. Now, I think some of that is that they don't announce beforehand. Usually, Disney will they'll announce their big ideas and kind of gauge reactions, and sometimes they cancel it, and sometimes they keep going. And it seems like Universal, they get halfway done building it, and then they're like, "Oh, by the way,
Yeah, so I was going to
new
say how
theme
much is
park
kind of
coming."
behind the scenes, got a blanket
They
over
did
it,
that
let nobody know.
with like their Jurassic World ride, or no, what was it, or King Kong, something like that. It was like they were literally
Yeah.
halfway done building it, and I remember we were walking through the park, and we are just like, "What is it?" Like they haven't announced what it is, which like
Mhm.
that would never happen with Disney.
Right.
Disney, they hype it up for 4 or 5 years before they break ground.
Yeah. Yeah, you see so many concept arts of what it might be before the old rides even shut down.
Yeah, and then half the times, like they announced like all the Mary Poppins stuff in Epcot, and some of the stuff they just don't do it. Which, granted, they had some stuff to do with COVID and whatnot, but so I mean, I imagine it would. I remember Avatar Land took forever. Hopefully it wouldn't be too long, but I imagine it would take a hot minute get all that done. Yeah,
Yeah, that's all. That's all the news I got. It's obviously a big one, but it's kind of one everybody from who I listen to kind of already saw coming. But might as well bring it up. On the
you aren't
pod.
going to touch on Anna and Elsa have real faces now.
They do have real faces now.
Huh,
Yeah, that's a big upgrade.
Barry in the lead.
Man, the ride's so good and the music's so good, and you see their faces, you're just like, "Come on, guys, we can do better than this, right? Like we can do better than this." So
I'm excited for that one. I'm excited. All right,
on with the show.
We can move on. We can move.
Is this a list or a ranking? We don't really know, but here you go.
All right, my man. You want to tell the folks what we're doing here?
Yeah. So what we are looking at today is when you leave Disney World and you get home, what do we do to kind of keep the magic alive? What do we do to keep Disney on our minds at home, to kind of reminisce of the days at the park? I don't know if you have a better way to explain it, but that's kind of how I had it in my head. It's just, how do we bring the magic home from the parks? What do you do on a day-to-day basis?
Yeah. Keeping that magic alive at home after you get over the depression of leaving. You start a podcast. That's actually, you just gave away one of mine. That was on my list.
I didn't even put it on my list. It's such an idiot.
It wasn't to start a podcast. It was listen to the Wildest Dads in the Wilderness.
That is on mine. I'll mark it off of mine. Yep, I had that one for sure.
Dang it, my bad. I should have just kept my mouth shut.
No, you were good, dude.
Speaking of like just this isn't even keeping the magic alive at home though. But this happened to me the other day. Do you ever catch like a weird smell or something that like takes you immediately to the parks?
Yeah, like, man, I definitely have smelled that in the confectionery or something like that.
I was at work the other day and I was filming something, and it was like, I don't know what the smell. It wasn't even a good smell, but it just like hit me, and I was like, I've smelled that. I don't know where, but I've smelled that at Disney World. Like I need to be in Disney World right now. Just like smacked me, But yeah, no, like the Dairy Queen drive-through is one that's always like, it's like the ice cream parlor on Main Street is what it smells like. Like, man, it's got to be a fake smell or something. I don't know.
Man, I might have been 8 years old last time I went through the Dairy Queen drive-thru.
I hadn't done it.
Where one is
15
years. Where one is around here.
As in my mind, I'm thinking of the one over by our neighborhood growing up. Like, I think that's the last one I went to.
It's still open.
Like, I hadn't done that recently. Yeah.
Good food. Good ice cream.
Yeah. Good ice cream. Yeah. All right. You want to kick us off?
So I had that listening to the Wildest Dads in the Wilderness podcast for sure. I'm going to start off with a heavy hitter that I didn't even think about. I was talking to my wife before I came out here, and something we do every single night. We're going to bed and we kind of read our books. We do our little routine, and right before we say goodnight, we'll go, "What are you going to dream about?" to my oldest. He's a 3-year-old. And it's always Mickey's house at Tomorrowland Speedway. And he'll go, "What are you going to dream about, Mom? What are you going to dream about, Daddy?" And we always say what are we going to dream about? And I might hit them with I'm going to dream about, do you remember when we were walking through Toy Story Land and we stopped and got a, whatever. And he would be, oh yeah, I'm going to dream about the Pooh ride. So it's always, 3 different kind of what are you going to dream about from me, my wife, and him about something to do with Disney World. And I didn't even think about that when I was making my list.
That is a great one.
Every single night. The fireworks, boom, fireworks. Yeah.
That is, wow, what a fun little tradition. Yeah.
That was a good one. Yeah. And he'll go, what's Sissy going to dream about? And she hadn't been to Disney World, no, so it's like a donut or something like that. So,
donut. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I like it. All right. First one on my list, I've got Disney board games. We've talked about it on another episode, but we are big fans in my house of Disney Parks Monopoly. We've got a Disney World Candyland. Take a lot of those classic games and they've kind of Disney-fied them. I think there's a Disney Clue. We hadn't really played that much. But especially the Disney Parks Monopoly. Like if you want to really get your mind on the parks, like you're buying the different rides and the transportations, and there's a big pop-up castle in the middle. That's a very fun. It's a fun way to kill 8 hours and talk about the parks, and trying to buy up your favorite rides, trade back and forth, stuff like that.
Yeah, I knew that would be one of yours, and it's kind of my kids aren't old enough to get involved with that yet, and I wasn't a Disney fan before, the kids, so I obviously didn't play it before. It's something I'm excited about, the Disney board games and stuff like that. But yeah, I know nothing of the subject, but I can't wait till we get there.
Take a look at the Disney Parks Candyland. Easy really? Entry on that one. Yeah,
it's a good one. So one thing I do, my next one is my wife does it some. I created a Disney World playlist on Spotify.
On my list. Yeah.
This is kind of an obvious one. It starts. I got it pulled up right here. I'm gonna look at it. It starts off happily ever after. Got to hit them with the banger at up first. The Magic is Calling, number 2. You Are the Magic. Then we lead into some stuff like You've Got a Friend. Can You Feel the Love Tonight? I mean, it's just got all the ones that as soon as I hear, takes me right back to the time and place. In the Magic Kingdom, at the resort, whatever it is. As soon as the playlist starts, it's a warm feeling. It's a happy feeling. Whether I'm driving at work or having to go somewhere for something, it's something that can take me right back to the vacation and just relive all the moments of such a fun week we had. So definitely you got to have a Disney World playlist.
I've got that on my list. I like listening to like the Disney Parks playlist. I usually don't listen to like the song soundtracks, but like I'm a big park music, and I've showed this to you, but I'm going to actually push it out there sometime soon. I've kind of curated a few playlists. I've been doing a lot of running lately, getting ready for a half marathon, and like I've been curating playlists that go along a certain route. So like it'll start at the Polynesian and hit the Grand Floridian, and like then you're on Main Street, and then you're in Adventureland, and you kind of go around the Magic Kingdom, and then you go back out. And so like I like to like literally curate my playlist to where I can be on my run or in the car or whatever, and I can picture in my head like, all right, here's where I am on my loop, So that's a cool one.
I think it'd be a cool thing for people to see when you do push it out. And I've done that, I've just hit the search bar on Spotify and typed in Disney World, see what comes up, Disney World theme music, ride music. And sometimes I just like to like hit the Tron soundtrack or the theme song to Tron. Not a good song. You're not going to jam to it during the workout, but just like hearing that song takes you right back to the queue. Like sometimes I gotta hit some of those rides I enjoy.
Well, and you know how my half mine's like African bongos, and I love hitting the Animal Kingdom.
Animal Kingdom.
I love getting into the car and putting on the Animal Kingdom soundtrack. Fantastic music. I even do that on the back porch sometimes. You got the birds chirping and all that, and I'll throw them.
Man. Throw in an elephant making some racket every once in a while.
I do.
What you got next?
All right. Okay. So my next one, this is one, we've only done it a few times, but we've started doing it relatively recently. And that is having themed meals. We will do like a Disney themed, and it's not even all Disney, but I want to start using, I've got an unofficial Disney Parks cookbook that I really want to start using. I hadn't much yet. But like one night we did chicken kebabs, and we made them look like lightsabers. Like we had a sausage going across and like a chicken up the top, and then I wrapped the bottom in like foil. So we had lightsaber chicken
Chicken
kebabs, and
kebabs.
we
Yeah.
had like Chewy's chocolate chip cookies, and we watched Star Wars that night. We've also did have you ever watched Paddington?
Mm-mm.
Not Disney, but one of the best movies ever made.
Okay.
Highly suggest going to watch. I think it's one of the few that's got like 100 on like Rotten Tomatoes. Like
Really?
phenomenal movies. His whole thing is he eats marmalade sandwiches. So I ordered marmalade from England, which is disgusting. Don't eat if you've never had marmalade, like
Never
save
had
yourself
it.
the trouble. Terrible. But I did marmalade like chicken or something, and we made like sliders out of it, and we watched Paddington. So we'll have like different little themed meal nights to go with our movies and stuff, which is a cool little, it's a fun twist that everybody gets kind of excited about.
Yeah, the closest thing I've got to that is I'll make pancake batter, and we'll just make, we don't have like a Mickey waffle maker, but I'll make Mickey Mouse heads. And boy, this thing started, and you drop the big circle and you drop two little ears, and this thing looks like nothing like Mickey Mouse right starting out. But me and Paige have both gotten so good at making these little Mickey Mouse. We could dial in a Mickey Mouse just with a spoon. That's the closest thing we got to anything meal related to Disney World. We'll make some Mickey pancakes with a little bit of batter once in a while.
Yeah. I want to get, like I said, I want to get into where I'm using my unofficial parks book, but because like right now we got like, pre-made cinnamon rolls and whatever you just put in the oven. And we're like, oh, Gaston cinnamon rolls. And it was like that one. That didn't work.
Yeah.
But no, that's one thing we do in our house.
So you could definitely tell our Disney experience level between what we're saying, because my rookie self next is going to go YouTube, Disney YouTube.
No, that's on the list. It's on the list.
One of the big things we watch as soon as we get back is I'd have to look it up. There's a fireworks show professionally done, and it's kind of shot from all different points around the castle. It is a phenomenal fireworks show. The Happily Ever After. We play it. I don't know, for probably 6 weeks to 2 months after we get back. It's every night. The little man wants to watch fireworks. Boom, fireworks. So we'll turn that on. One of my personal favorites is like walkabouts, I guess is what you'd call. You got people like there's like a WDW Explore and Chill page. There's like a 4K WDW page. All they do is just walk around with a camera. And, if I got an hour-long stationary bike ride, we're like walking through Caribbean Beach, Riviera. They go hop on a Skyliner. Every once in a while, there'll be like a vlogger that just goes live walking through the, I think my roof's about to fall in.
Oh, that was me. My bad.
Like a vlogger just walking through the parks live. I'll turn it on. He might catch them in, Animal Kingdom, and they're just going through some really crazy stuff. But and then I always have my favorite vloggers I like to watch. There's a couple guys. One of them does a daily vlog, and one of them kind of once or twice a month posts. But just the YouTube Disney, just whatever we're feeling. I know you watch a little bit different stuff than we do, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I truthfully, I think you got me on some extra stuff, because I was lacking on my Disney media stuff, I guess, until we started a Disney podcast. I'd never listened to a Disney podcast. Our big one we always do, shout out to Disney Food Blog. That's kind of where I get all of my Disney news. I love their email newsletters, and they got a new news video every Saturday morning. So that's kind of our Saturday morning tradition. I'll get away from Disney a little bit. I love the Pew 2. Tyler Pugh does an awesome Universal YouTube page that we watch all the time. It's got kind of like a cinematic style to it. And one I just watched for the first time the other day was Super Enthused. I like that one a lot too. But yeah, and I'm with you on I don't do the walkthroughs often, but I do enjoy. There's one specific, like right before our trips, that if I'm getting on the walking pad or something, where it's almost, it's like a jog through, and it starts at the Pop Century and goes around Art of Animation, which is the loop that I run when we're down there, because we're usually staying at the Pop Century. So I do enjoy doing that one.
Yeah, and I've got like a
Dang, I'm just
Dude,
smacking the microphones all over the
my
dang
house is
place.
coming down, dude. This thing will fall.
Golly.
It's making all kinds of racket.
I apologize to everyone who just ran off the road. Goodness gracious.
Every morning I stretch, I got a video I put on, and it's a sunrise stroll, and it's through the Riviera Caribbean Beach Resort, and it's just a peaceful, a walkabout as I call it. But I got it saved. The first thing I go to every morning when I get up and get my stretch. But yeah, you threw a couple names out there. I follow the Kyle Paulo. He's a vlogger I watch a lot of, and then Paige and Mr. Morrow for anybody looking for just kind of daily content. Actual Disney vloggers who I guess they live there and it's easy for them to make content in the parks. But it's where I get all the information I know really is come from YouTube and what
you're gonna have to send me some so I can branch out a little bit. There's also the wildest dads in the wilderness. Yeah, I mean, you've already found us right here. If you hadn't found the YouTube, head on over to the YouTube. It's the same thing, but you can see us.
We there? What you got next?
I'm trying to quit making so much racket.
Should I go banging on my stuff too?
I'm excited. Yeah, wait till I get started and then start flip your table or something. I have this one. I mean, this one's pretty simple. How many have we done so far?
I have no idea. I got 1, 2, 3.
I'm making sure. I did. I've done 2. Okay. I've got using your Disney stuff. That one seems pretty self-explanatory, but like when I say using your Disney stuff, like, I've got all my Disney hats and my Disney shirts and, the little bit of stuff to help you make you feel like you're there. I've got about 18 Disney coffee mugs that I choose from every morning, kind of, your little bit of extra boost. And then every once in a while, I also have kind of looped into this ordering stuff. Like sometimes me and my kids we'll just order some like a thing of like old used pens, and like we can dump those out on the floor and my kids will spend a week trading them back and forth. We kind of started that tradition at Christmas. We order them a bunch of pens and like they're still to this day, like once a week they'll dump their pens out and like go start trading pens with each other. So, just awesome. Kind of using all the little Disney stuff you have around the house to little reminders, I guess. Some people put like motivational sticky note stuff up, and I'll do like a Walt Disney quote, Yeah.
Yeah. I'll kind of tag on to that with my next one, and I call it shopping Disney, right? So whether I'm walking through a Walmart or wherever I may be, I may hit the kids' toy aisle and see if there's the only thing I'm looking for. I'm not looking for Barbies for the little one or Hot Wheels. I'm looking for what kind of Disney stuff y'all got. You got any Mickey Mouse stuff? And there's a lot of stuff out there, and it's easy to find some cheap stuff to surprise the little ones with every once in a while, or swing by Dollar General for batteries. And I'm gonna hit the toy aisle, see if they got a new. I picked up Riley Jack a little like Ghost Rider and bike. Brody's got Spin and Spidey, the rider and the bike. So I had to get sis old Ghost Spidey and her bike the other day. It was a hard find, but we finally found one and knocked that one off the checklist. But just shopping Disney stuff. We'll get on the Disney World website, around holidays or birthdays. That's one thing we shop is, Disney stuff, just because they love so much different things. Disney.
Aldi's usually got some good stuff too.
Really?
We get a lot of Disney
Never
stuff.
Never in Aldi. Yeah.
Check out. Aldi's got like the one like deals aisle always, and they'll have some good Disney stuff down there. And you mentioned the Spider-Man Yahtzee Jr. That's another good one that is very like Annie can play it, like super low entry level, but that's a fun one.
Spidey Yahtzee. Yeah, we're big Spidey guys right now. That's all we want to watch is the Spidey and Friends. So it's crazy how quick these things shift, but it's all like Disney related. Toy Story and Monsters and Disney, or Spidey, and it's just all Disney stuff.
Yeah.
They got it figured out. The whole Disney deal.
Oh, 100%. All right. Next on my list, I've got another just super simple, self-explanatory one. Pretending you're there. So for pretending you're there, I had Disney park music. Like I'll go for a walk around the neighborhood, got my music in and whatnot. I've got check and wait times. You just, I'll just sit there throughout the day and randomly open up the app, see what the wait. And I know any hardcore Disney fan listening, you've done that 100%.
Mm-hmm.
You got to see, how busy is Disney World right now, and then pricing out trips. Even if you're probably not going to go on. I did that the other day. I sent a group text out to all you guys telling you about we need to go do a Run Disney and a cruise. Like, I'm sitting there just making up trips. They're not going to happen, but it's fun to pretend.
Yep, I will. I'll check that one off my list as well, and add. I had playing on my Disney Experience app. Wait times, restaurant.
What characters
menus.
are out today?
Yeah, what time are they out? Like it matters. I'm 10, 11 hour drive away, but I want to see what time Sully's taking pictures. Yeah, same thing. Ride times. I'll just get on the map. Like I haven't looked at the map 100 times trying to figure out how to get from a place to another. And I'll be like, well, there's Disney Springs and there's Contemporary and where's Epcot? Like I don't know where it's at on the map, but I just scroll around the map. It's playing on that app is is fun to kind of reminisce of your last trip.
You and I did that the other night after our Run Disney episode. Literally just trying to figure out, like, if you stayed here, you could run across the street. Yeah, you could run over there. Just
like
dumb
an hour.
stuff.
We were like, can we get from Saratoga Springs?
You know how productive we could be if we weren't doing this?
Who needs productivity when you got this? I'll hit you since I've had kind of the same thing as you the last two. I'll hit you with the last one I got is Disney Plus. The Disney Plus 24/7 for us, whether it's Spidey and Friends. I haven't paid much attention to it, but it's been on a little more recently. The Princess and the Frog.
Let's go.
Yeah, I've caught parts. It's been playing for a week or so.
You know what's funny? This is the second time that we've referenced that episode. Peek behind the curtain. That episode hadn't come out yet.
But Princess and the Frog.
Y'all just wait a couple of weeks. We're going to talk about the Princess and the Frog.
Well, so like the Princess and the Frog, right? It's been a talking point. I've never seen it. And y'all and you and another guest has talked about how good the movie is. And so like I'm getting ready to cook dinner and I'm like, hey guys, let's put on the Princess and the Frog because I want to watch it. But then I'm 30 foot away in the kitchen cooking spaghetti. And I ain't watching it, but they're just watching. I don't know what's going on. They've never seen any of these characters before, and I've got them in there watching Princess and the Frog. Like they need to learn something. Yeah, Disney Plus it's a great app on the TV. Just golly, you might have even sent it to me. It's something called like Once Upon a Studio. Have you ever seen that, or did you send that to me?
Yeah, we talked about it. It just
that's a good one. I had to hit every once in a while. That one almost like.
That's when I first learned you were a Disney guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you bawl your eyes out. Watch that thing.
Yeah, that's a good one.
When he stops and looks at that picture of Walt, oh my God.
Oh, yeah, yes, yeah. I wasn't even that big of I didn't know anything about Disney, right? But I knew the meaning of that, and I knew how important that was and what it really meant to this whole deal. So, yeah, that's a good short to hit once a week, But, yeah, we stay on that app pretty hardcore.
No, yeah, there's so much you can watch. Like they're really, you can dive into almost anything. And I think they're starting to integrate it with Hulu and ESPN and all that, where that's all going to be one app. So, I mean, it's about to be even more so than it is. But no, we're always on Disney Plus. All right, my last one kind of ties into us talking about at the beginning, the Winter Olympic stuff, doing drafts. I mean, first off, you could listen to the Wildest Dads in the Wilderness. We're doing drafts. They're a good time. You can play along as you're listening. But we've started doing them a lot of times before we do them on the show. We've started doing them at the dinner table. We'll go around and we've even done something that we hadn't done on the show. We'll pick a topic that just sounds like a good time, and we'll be sitting there eating dinner, and we'll go around and, pick best characters to be on your basketball team or your football team, or, who you'd want to carpool with to work, stuff like that, and just have a great time picking out. I think it's fun you've got these characters and you think about them in a certain light, and to take them and put them in something else. What other skill sets do you think they might have? Just a fun little thought process, I guess. But it's a lot of fun with the kids too.
Yeah, I'm ready for mine. I'm not ready for them to grow up because it's already going faster than I want it to. But I'm ready to them to get the knowledge base to have those type of conversations as well. Because you talk about like, yeah, me and the kids talked about this. And I'm like, dang, and I'm like, that's cheating. I ain't got that I ain't got that telephone call to make my little boy about who he thinks I need to pick. But yeah, that'd be a fun time whenever he's old enough to. I just thought of one too. And if you live anywhere close to a big city, Disney on Ice. We went for the first time this past year. Dude, that was such an incredible time. You know, a 2-hour ice skating show. We went for my little man's birthday, and that was awesome. It was an awesome trip. It was an awesome, half a day. Disney on Ice is a really cool deal.
Our buddy Logan sent me a Disney on Ice text an hour ago. They just took his little girl. Yeah. They just did the Disney on. So that's a great. Well, I hadn't done that in a hot minute. Y'all went, but it was like the same week that we were going to Disney World this past year. So we couldn't make it. But no, we did that in years past. That is a good one.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything other than Disney on Ice as far as a Disney hosted event that would be a local to most people. But yeah, if Disney on Ice comes close to you, anybody listening, hit it up. And probably most of you have. Like I said, I'm new to this, but wow, what an experience that the whole family loved. Me, my wife, and both kids. You know, even though she was 10 months old at the time, she really enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, that's all. I know. I think it was like a year and a half ago. They had like a traveling, like Disney costume design thing. And I know they had one up here that you could go to, and it was like costumes from different movies and stuff that you could go see. I don't know how big of a traveling roadshow that is.
Yeah, almost like a traveling museum or whatever you call it. Okay, seeing. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, but yeah, anything you can find like that, pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. So I was thinking too. We've been big in talking about this Run Disney deal, and it's an interesting thing to think about and going in, getting ready to go do it. And it almost thinking like, could they not do this Run Disney like Disney on Ice? They bring a Run Disney half marathon to I'm in Tuscaloosa, and they bring characters and they bring, overhangs. You know what I mean? Like overhangs where you're kind of running under what might look like a cardboard castle. I don't know how that would work. Disney could make this work.
Or just with the meet and greets. Yeah.
Yeah. And just characters along, a 5K or 10K or half or full, whatever. They've got
I'd pay a fortune.
It's some money making here to do it. Like they need making.
They do the virtual races where you can just pay them and you run it on your own. I'm going to hit that mic again. My goodness. Somebody's going to have a wreck listening to this podcast. My gosh. What was I talking about? They've got virtual.
Virtual, yeah.
Yeah. You can run it on your own time and they'll just mail you the medal. What that doesn't. That doesn't do it for me. Like you're saying, I want to, if they could throw up somewhere in Alabama, give us I get to meet Mickey Mouse on my run. Like I'm in.
Dude, or at Atlanta. Like I would drive 3 hours to go run this, 10K Disney run. It don't even have to be a ton of places like the Disney on Ice says. Just hit the big cities, the big city, the huge cities, and you get a ton of show up, I'm sure.
No, I agree.
But yeah, the virtual thing don't. Yeah, the medal would be cool, but like I ran that around my neighborhood. Like, nah, I ain't worried about that. That's not cool.
No. Yeah. I mean, somebody let us know if we're wrong. If there's anything to that we're missing. But
yeah, there's probably a lot of virtual runners listening, talking about my God, all my medals from virtual
running right now.
What y'all talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Get that medal, boy.
Yeah, no. If you want to do it, you go for it.
I ain't gonna judge you.
No. We're just not gonna do it.
But yeah, that's like I said, that would come to me last minute at Disney on Ice, and that's my whole list. I can't think of a whole lot of anything else. If I see a cool Disney t-shirt at the local TJ Maxx, I grab it. But other than that, I don't really have anything else.
I think we had a pretty solid list. No, that's all I had too. I mean, I had Disney movies on the list. Was the only other thing I had. Oh, and you said Disney Plus. So I think we pretty much covered it. I mean, well, I guess one last one. Have you a Disney wall in your house? I've got a couple of them. You can see the stuff behind me. The wall in front of me is also, it's all of, it's got pictures of us at Disney and sketches that we've done in the Art of Animation sketch thing, postcards that we've gotten. It's got our name tags from when we worked there. You know, different little. We ate with an Imagineer one time, and they signed a plate for us, like stuff like that. We've got hanging on the wall.
Yeah.
Fun little reminder.
Yeah, we're low in the memorabilia or whatever you'd want to call it, but we've got in the kitchen
still
of,
got- Once you win you another one of these bad boys,
hey, I'm still waiting on mine to show up in the mail.
I told you had to win a few of them before I mailed it.
Put that postage stamp on there. We've got like 4 or 5 pictures hanging up in the kitchen of first couple trips, and just stuff to always look at, and it takes you right back to a time and place. But we definitely don't have a whole wall or a whole room or a whole office full of
Right.
cool stuff yet. But so that about wraps this episode up, guys. Do you got anything else?
Sir.
Let's do it. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, give us a follow. If you've got anything, questions or comments, shoot us a DM or a message, and we'll holler at y'all next time. Later.
See y'all.
See ya.